weekend because this weekend I still have 2 more days of the Oklahoma Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got 2 more days of that and working the Oklahoma Fair or Tulsa State Fair, I should say. Tulsa State Fair. But next Friday, I'm going to write notes on both wrestling programs on Friday night. So 3 hours of wrestling. And then we're going to get together on the good old Zoom or whatever and do a practice run. See if I'm any good at doing podcasting. Hopefully I'm good.
I mean, we've done 100 and something episodes.
100. This is 190. This is our 90th episode. Isn't that insane?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Oh, watch this. So my wife went out squatching this weekend, right?
Yeah.
And are you a big squatcher?
You know, dude, I mean, I don't know if you saw Leah's invite.
For what?
She invited you to a party, dude.
Hey, guys, I got to tell you this for the 100th time. I am now connected to 9 different Facebooks, 9 different Instagrams, 9 different Twitters. So I don't get all of them because I get lost. Because if somebody requests, say, for
your personal one.
No, it's all connected. It's all. You know that little bell we have in the corner that tells you your notifications?
Yeah.
I get the notifications on everything in that.
Okay, so, what he is doing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Your wife got an invite too. You ask her about it. We have for her birthday.
Yeah.
I'll pull up this. I'll just pull it up. 1 second.
Yeah, send it to me in Messenger.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just no. All right, 1 second.
1 second. Dead air.
Well, we're not even like
dead air. I'm just kidding. Chill out, bro. I love you. Chill out. I haven't told you how much I like your penis. I mean, does that make you happier? You have a beautiful taint, Chris, and I just want you to know how beautiful your taint is, especially when it's shaving, because there's nothing better than all that of your shaven taint. Dude. There's nothing better than the sensation of a freshly shaven taint. Is that what Dr. Evil said?
I mean, something like that.
Yeah, right? Never know the best cooling sensation of a shaven taint.
What the fuck am I mean, it's in your notifications. I don't know how to just send you an invite because you already got one.
Okay, that's okay. So what is it about? What is it? Just explain it.
So this is out to what to expect: Bigfoot, El Chupacabra, the Yeti, Thunderbirds, the Loch Ness Monster, Giant Anacondas, the Kraken, Mothman. What do these magical creatures have in common? You're about to have an degree to studying them. You have the opportunity of a lifetime for this accredited course through Center of Excellence for underpriced $19. Basically, she's throwing a cryptozoology certification party.
Nice.
Yeah. And so
are we going to go to Mexico?
No, we'll do it at home.
I thought because you said Chupacabra. Well, that's the only place you can get certified in Chupacabra.
No, this will be a place you can buy the course online for $19. It's originally $270. It's $17 now, but we're gonna go through the course the whole day, in one night, so everyone can be accredited, certified cryptozoologist.
Oh wow! All right, I'll take a look and see the dates and everything. I'll take a look after we get done today, and I'll get more info on that. Again, though, too, you got to understand, I've been working like 15-hour days, man, too. So like there's one day I worked from 11 a.m. till about 2 a.m. So I mean, I'm so out of whack. Like, my wife was gone this weekend, and that was the only way I could fit in like the movies was like all together on Sunday. Like,
is that where you're trying to get out of the seeing Addams Family theaters?
No, I didn't. No, I'm not trying to get out of Addams Family. I want the Addams Family.
But you were trying to get out of it by saying, "Oh, well, the Many Saints in Newark." You know that's on HBO Max.
Oh yeah. I don't know. The New York one, I just didn't want you to have to go because I know how you are, and you sometimes want to watch everything that's involved with the thing, and I don't want you to have to go through all of the Sopranos.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah,
you did it with the Marvel movies. You watched all 28 of them.
But not for the podcast. So I did that also over the span of weeks. You know, like
yeah.
I mean,
I'm in the middle of. right now I'm in the middle of watching all the new James Bond movies.
I gotta rewatch Spectre. So
yeah, I'm on Skyfall right now. I watched
Skyfall's
Casino
so
Royale.
fucking good. God,
Yeah, I watched Casino Royale the other day, which I know that one by heart. It's one of my favorite ones. I fall asleep to that one all the time.
It's a great one.
And then I watched Quantum of Solace.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's the ending that kind of makes that bad, I think. And then now I was at the beginning of Skyfall, and I had
Skyfall's so fucking good. Oh my god. Spectre I haven't seen, which I'll watch today. Maybe before I see the movie, which I see on Monday. But it's a guess.
Oh my gosh. Topher, are you one of the people watching right now? Topher just sent me a message about why he doesn't go to wrestling things at churches.
My brother's watching. My brother's watching.
I know your brother's watching.
You want to start the show? Let's just do it. Are you ready?
1 second. I was too high to think of anything else to say. I had a bunch in my brain, but it slipped away, and I was typing. Man, yeah, I got something to tell you about Topher here too in a minute too. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this episode.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
And here is a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing you not one, not two. No, just two. Two
Yes.
movies.
I didn't watch the third one, whatever it was.
You're like, what's the third movie, Neil? No, just two movies that we watched in the world of entertainment this past week. First, we are going to talk about the Danish remake. That only took 11 days to shoot, is what I read.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, the director was
Antoine
suspected
Fuqua
for COVID. Yeah. And so he was actually directing it from a van off of the property, and they would yell from a ladder over a fence down to him, and he'd be like, "Good take, do another." But first,
it's called what?
It's called The Guilty, featuring the one, the only, so beautiful of a man that every man that acts with him falls in love with him, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, we'll try this one. And I'll say it just once. Go ahead. Tell you what, we could have had a good life together. Fucking real good life. Had us a place of our own. But you didn't want it, Ennis. So what we got now is Brokeback Mountain.
That's obviously from Brokeback Mountain.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I was trying to get the part where he says, "I can't quit you," because I thought
there's
that was such a great line.
Yeah, because that's what you and I do. But we can't. I listened to that part, but there's too much going on. Like we need that just his voice. So.
Yeah, and it's just that was. But there's other voices that are in this movie, and I'm going to say voices because there isn't a lot of full characters that you see. But one is Riley Coe.
Yeah, we'll try this.
Oh.
Hey. Last month, I went dancing at this cute spot in Florida where my roommate's girl made like 5 G's a night. My roommate just told me that he going out there tomorrow, and he asked me if I had any friends that want to make some money, and you the first bitch I thought of.
Damn, bitch. We just met yesterday, and you already trying to take hoe trips together?
Hoe trips.
So
why don't we take hoe trips together, Chris?
I don't know, but that's Riley Coe. She doesn't really talk like that. She
doesn't really talk. That's
from Zola. That's from Zola.
That's from the movie Zola. And then Peter Skarsgård is in as well.
Just Peter Skarsgård, not Skarsgård.
As I said.
You said Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
I am. I'm doing great. He's right, though. I'm not a doer. Although I did get to examine an alien body recently. That was very cool. I can't tell anyone about it.
That's from Green Lantern, right?
Yeah, the greatest superhero movie of all time. And
you didn't tell me, you didn't send me other clips. So it's got Ethan Hawke as a voice. It's even got Bill Burr as a voice.
Yeah, I know Bill Burr's in there. There's a bunch of people that pop up in there.
Paul Dano.
And Yeah, Paul Dano and stuff like that. But the thing is, everybody is only in it for like seconds, and then they're on the phone. So I try to get the three main characters in that movie.
What's the other
And,
movie you saw?
The other movie is based on one of the best-selling comic books in the history of man, Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man. It is also the #1 top-selling movie since pandemic has hit, with over $103 million at the box office already.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the one, the only Venom. Let there be carnage. Featuring one of the greatest actors known to man. The two main guys are in this movie are the best two of the main actors ever known to man. One, the beautiful man that he's so nice you could say his name twice. Tom Hardy.
Prison was honestly
Brilliant! I liked it personally. Oh, fuck that. I loved it. It was exciting. It was on the edge. It was madness at its very best.
It's from Bronson.
One of my favorite movies he ever did. That's the movie that got me to know who Tom Hardy was.
Bronson, Charles Bronson said that no one could play him but Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then the second actor in this movie, one of the greats of all time, you know him from The People versus Larry Flint, Zombieland. He played Woody on Cheers because that's creative, because his name is Woody Harrelson.
You'll never understand, Wayne. You and me, we're not even the same species. I used to be you, then I evolved. From where you're standing, you're a man. From where I'm standing, you're an ape. You're not even an ape, you're a media person. Media is like the weather, only it's man-made weather. Murder, it's pure.
It's from Natural Born Killers.
Yeah, I was going to try to go all the way to the point where he says, because I'm a natural born killer. But it was just like, it was a minute long. And I was like, man, but that's one of my favorite speeches he ever did in the movie. That in the court scene in People versus Larry Flint is two of my favorite. Woody Harrelson, of course. Then we got Michelle Williams.
You fucking asshole.
I'm a fucking asshole.
You're a fucking asshole.
You can call me stupid.
I'm so out of love with you. I've got nothing left for you. Nothing. There is nothing here for you. There is nothing here for you. I don't love you.
Say
I
stuff.
don't.
Don't say
you
stuff you can't
it.
take back.
You fucking asked for it. You asked me.
I couldn't
talked
drive
to
you
you.
crazy
I
unless
talked to
love
you. I gave you the goddamn answer,
hit
and
me?
you don't like it. That's why I don't
gonna
fucking
hit me?
talk to you.
You
No,
gonna
I'm
hit
not
me?
gonna hit you. You're the bad guy, not me, asshole.
So that's from Blue Valentine, movie that really fucked me up.
Yeah, right. But it's a good movie. It's like
it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
One of her best works. It's her with Ryan Gosling. That's Michelle Williams and also Naomi Harris, who I just watched or just saw in Skyfall.
Don't lie to me, boy. I'm your mama. That bitch over there ain't no Kenia. I'm your blood, remember? Now, I ain't feeling good. I need something to help me out. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
It's from Moonlight, trying to get her son to give her money for drugs.
Yeah, which was a really good movie.
Oh,
it's a really good movie. I remember
great
watching
movie.
it. The movie Venom, Let There Be Carnage are the two movies. Chris, tell everybody where we're going to be at all day long.
Visit online moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're also on Facebook at facebook.com/movies don't suck podcast. We're on Twitter at NGS Podcast. We're on Twitter at NGS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/movies don't suck, which, if you guys want this money. Also, if you guys want merch with our faces and shit on it, bonfire.com, search movies don't suck and something to do. You'll find all kinds of shit, including stuff that Neil just put up there, because he likes to do stuff. And then we're on Twitch. If you're watching YouTube, go subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, at that page. And we're on all stream platforms.
Yeah, so make sure to take a listen to us everywhere, or you'll die. Pretty much is pretty. Yeah, right. Yeah. Today,
who we talking about?
Today's sponsor is going to be a restaurant I went to on this past Saturday. It is called Gamble's, GAMBILL''S, Pastory and Grocery. These people, I'm going to tell you, all right, and this ain't dissing them or anything like that, but their restaurant is a dive. Like, it is literally like they have the plastic red and white picnic tablecloths on their, friend Topher went in there, had ourselves second. It's saying having issues with
Yeah, you cut out for like 10 seconds.
Did I really? Okay.
Yeah, start at the beginning. Start at the beginning of the sponsor.
All right, Gamble's Apostrophe Grocery. Gamble's Gambill apostrophe S. It's located at 1921 South Harvard Avenue, Tulsa, Oklahoma 74112. Now, this place we went in, but like I said, it's like a dive. It's got the red and white picnic tables and all that stuff. You know, with the old plasticky generic cloths. You know what I'm talking about? Are you looking at porn?
No, I'm just checking my way. Okay.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right. Let me do we'll do it in a second, I guess. All right. And so these people make their own pasta. They make their own sauce. They make their own vodka sauce. But here, let me read from their website. Their favorite food experiences tended to be in low-key environments with handmade eats. That's why they focus on food made from scratch, served up at affordable prices. They are meticulous on every step of the process. They make pasta fresh daily. They slow cook the bolognese meat sauce for 12 hours with homemade stock. They roast their own coffee and cocoa for gelato and tiramisu. They distill their own rum for their tiramisu, and they make their own vodka for the vodka sauce. Like, isn't that insane?
So
I am telling you, this dude brought us out 4 bowls of pasta and meatballs. And I mean, he made chicken cutlets. He made like homemade, he had sausage they make their own. And I never ate so much pasta in one sitting, I think, in my entire life, dude. It was just ridiculous. I'm glad because it sobered me up, and then we went and got super drunk after that. But it was just ridiculous. So if you guys get a chance, if you're in the Tulsa area, go by Gamble's Pastry and Grocery. You can look them up at Gamble's Pasta on Facebook, Gambills Pasta, Pasta.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Woo! Get excited, man. Be happy.
Yeah, I'm
Be
fine.
happy. It's time with your friend. Are you okay? Is everything okay?
I'm fine.
Do you got a beer? Do you need a beer?
I got 3 of them.
All right.
I haven't been bad, so
I need your help. All right. So my wife went squatching this past weekend. All right.
Yeah.
And she went by a.
If you guys don't know, squatching is searching for Bigfoot.
Searching for Bigfoot. So she went by this brewery, and she got me a 6-pack, which is all different beers.
Mm-hmm.
So should I drink the 3 Rivier first, the Rooster beer, or the Sneaky Snake?
Do the snake. Do the snake.
I haven't had any alcohol because I've been waiting for you to choose what I should drink.
Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry for keeping you waiting on that one.
And this is from Mountain Fork Brewery in Hoxatown, Oklahoma. This is man, that's a pretty frosty beverage.
Tasty beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I haven't opened a beer yet. We'll see if I do that. But
you should open a beer. You look like you need a beer, man. You look like you need a beer, a hug, a handshake, a rim job, a hand job.
I just had a fucking busiest.
You want me to give me?
Had a busy.
You want me a little?
No, I'm good. Just had a busy day. Just worn out.
But this is a good time. This is when you get to reflect on good entertainment, good stuff. Like, what did you guys do this past week?
I don't know. Look at my calendar. Real quick to figure out. What would we do this week? This past weekend. Fuck, sorry. Because I just forget, and we did games on Friday and Saturday. So.
Oh, so there you go. That's awesome stuff.
Yeah. Board games, man. So
yeah, we on our side we went and I worked Friday night at the Tulsa State Fair, and POD played. So I watched the beginning of that. I almost got I kept on getting mugged by high schoolers.
Mugged?
Yeah, like so I have a table that we give out free
Oh,
swag.
gotcha. They just keep ganking stuff, huh?
Yeah. And they were just like, you don't have my size. Well, this is the stuff I have, man. You know,
Yeah.
this is all I have. I
Yeah.
don't know what you want.
Yeah.
It's not like I got a magical group of people making shit in the background. And then last night, the Yin Yang Twins with Vanilla Ice.
And what was that like?
That was double the amount of people I've seen all week long. That was
Oh, yeah?
the biggest crowd I have seen for the state fair the entire week.
So
That was
so
intense.
a lot of people like Vanilla Ice, what you're saying.
And the Yin Yang Twins, too. Because you got to remember how many songs the Yin Yang Twins were in. You got what? Miss New Booty, Shake It Like a Salt Shaker, Shots, Low, Get Low, Get Low, Get Low, Get Low, To the Window, To the Wall, you know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. A bunch of different songs that they were on.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Vanilla Ice came out, and he was singing some of his songs, but then he was putting in like some covers, like play that funky music, White Boy, but he did a rap of it and stuff like that.
So was it rap Vanilla Ice or was it rock Vanilla Ice or was it both?
It was like kind of mixture, man.
Okay.
To be honest, he just came out and did it, and then he had Ninja Turtles come out.
I did Ninja
and he did Go Ninja. Yeah. He did that. I got video, man. I'll post it up on Facebook here in a few minutes.
Okay.
And then he invited a bunch of people up on stage. He had like inflatable dudes walking around, like inflatable costumes. Yeah. Like he was having fun with it.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, like he knows what he is. He knows where he's at in life, you know? And
he knows it's kind of a joke, right?
Yeah, he gets it. And he just has fun with it. He goes, we're just here to you come to a Vanilla Ice show to have fun because come on, I'm fun. And like he invited people on stage, and like right at the time when he goes into Ice Ice Baby, and like it was just great, man. It was great. He's like, we didn't twerk in the 90s, man. You gotta do the Running Man or get the fuck here, you know.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you had a good time.
Oh, skeet skeet, motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. Someone just said, oh, skeet skeet, motherfucker. Oh, skeet skeet, goddamn. Oh, skeet fucker. Oh, skeet skeet, goddamn. 069 36 time. On this altar, one more time. Get low. Get low. To the window. To the wall.
Yeah.
To the sweat dripped out my balls. All these bitches. Well, anyway.
Okay.
I used to do backups on karaoke a lot for that song.
Yeah, a lot of fun with that.
Oh yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah,
that's what life's all about, Chris. It's having fun.
Right. But
it ain't no fun until the homies have some.
Let's talk about something that's not. That was That's. I mean, let's talk about a movie.
It's completely and sad. It makes everybody depressed. Let's talk about 911 caller. Let's talk about
The Guilty. Directed by Antoine Fuqua, he's done things such as Training Day, The Equalizer, Southpaw. I mean, he's a Training Day.
He's a legit director.
Yeah, Tears of the Sun, Shooter. You remember Shooter?
Mm-hmm. Remember The Equalizer?
Yeah, he did The Equalizer 1 and 2.
The first one's the better one. We all know that, but
yeah. But he directed this, but it's actually a remake of a Danish film called Dinskildage.
Which means the same, the Guilty.
Yeah. And it's the American screenplay was adapted by Nick Pizzolatto. He's done stuff like for True Detective, and it looks like he's worked with a bunch of other Antoine Fuqua and stuff as well. But this stars Jake Gyllenhaal. It plays Joe Baylor.
Yeah, we'll try this one. And I'll say it just once. Go ahead. Tell you what, we could have had a good life together.
There we go.
We could have had a good life together, Chris.
I know. This also stars Riley, the voice of Riley Coe as Emily Layton.
Hey. Last month, I went dancing at this cute spot in Florida.
There we go. And then we also have Peter Sarsgaard as the voice of Henry Fisher.
I'm doing great. He's right, though. I'm not a doer.
It's good. Also stars Sergeant Denise
Ethan Hawke, Adrian Martinez, woo, freaking so many people on this freaking movie.
Paul
Bill
Dano.
Burr popped up at some point. I know
Paul
that.
Dano's there. But
Eli Gore, yeah, like there's so many, but the thing is, those are all voices. Because let me read the synopsis on this so people know why.
Yeah.
The film takes place over the course of a single morning in a 911 dispatch call center. Call operator Joe Baylor tries to save a caller in grave danger, but soon he discovers that nothing as it seems, and facing the truth is the only way out.
yeah, so this takes place completely in a 911 call center. Very limited storytelling.
All of it.
Yeah, all on the
And that's
telephone.
why they filmed it in 11 days.
You know, it reminds me a little bit of Locke, with Tom Hardy, where he's on the phone the whole time. Like that's what I got from this. I mean, this could easily get happened on a stage in a.
What was that other one? Didn't Jamie Foxx have one too?
What are you talking about?
Where he's on the phone the whole time?
I guarantee you it's not as good as Locke. I can tell you that.
Oh, what's that? No. Wasn't there one called a phone booth?
Yeah, but that's what's outside with Colin Farrell, right? That was not completely a phone booth, was it?
Yeah, that's true. He was just in the phone booth the entire movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
And so, yeah, so this is takes place entirely on the phone, and you sort of does a really cool thing where they're sort of revealing Joe's character throughout the whole thing. Like
it's this movie, because of its dialogue, moves further, and it gives you clips, like little glimpses of they're hinting there's something, there's something coming up. And then it gets kind of to the point where, like, god damn it, already fucking tell me what the fuck this dude did or this chick did or what's going on. Tell me. So I'd stop beating around the freaking bush. And you know what, it's only 90 minutes, folks. This is only a 90-minute film.
Yeah,
this is only
this is not this is not a whole evening. This is just part of it.
No, this is like an hour and a half, and it's great subtext to talk about because you have someone pulling the wool over someone's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You have a deflection of character.
Yeah.
You have, you feel anger at one point, and then all of a sudden now you have to be like, oh shit, I'm angry at the wrong reasons for the wrong reason. So basically this is like teaching you that maybe you need to have your feelings in check on things until you know the whole story.
Yeah, it has a few twists. It has things that make your stomach turn. Wait
a minute. This has a twist?
Yeah, it has a twist. So, I was invested the whole time. At no point did I feel like I couldn't, I was bored at all. This is a good movie.
Oh wow, I didn't know Maggie Gyllenhaal is actually married to Peter Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
That's what I said, Skarsgård.
Okay. Yeah, they're married. Yeah, I was wondering. He's like, I wonder if he was talking to his sister about. I bet Peter would do it.
Yeah,
that was the discussion.
I just watched. Jake Gyllenhaal on the Tonight Show, which I think was last week or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I just watched it earlier today, and he literally said that we had people drop out because of the COVID-19 stuff, and so he was literally making phone calls to his friends saying, "Hey, we'll do this. Will you come in and just, all you guys do the voice acting?"
Yeah. And so,
some of them did it over like Zoom, the voice work, which makes sense. To be honest, how distorted does Zoom usually sound, and it probably sound perfect for distortion of a 911 caller.
Yeah, that's true. So the pacing in this was just right. You sort of the revealing I thought was just right. I do wish it's gonna make you upset.
Yeah, no matter what your belief is, anything in the entire world, this is gonna make you upset at some point.
Well, not upset that you watch it. It's just there's so much going on. There's so much things that you're worried. Like, it's real. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
feels
it's a
real.
very, very kind because none of this is made up. None of it's blown out of proportion. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even the back environment drop of the LA fires or California fires.
I really found that interesting. I really found
Yeah,
that
I
as an
did
interesting
too.
backdrop too. Like I'm glad that was brought up. It really put this. It really gave the feel of the movie. You know?
Like it was more intense because he's trying to help someone,
Mhm.
but he can't send the correct help because of the fires.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
It's just intense. I mean, it was a pretty. To be honest, I mean, when you're going acting wise, I'm gonna say very Nightcrawler.
Yeah, I guess so. Jake's
Or
different.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
I mean,
He's different, but I mean, like
you mean like in the
that
ability? Because his
in that
acting in this
ability of
his acting is incredible. He's an incredible actor. There's no doubt
yeah.
about
I
it.
mean, if you're gonna make a remake of a Danish film that won a bunch of awards,
Mhm.
you know, might as well do it with an actor like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, you got to because he's
Because
amazing.
who else? But the thing is, it wasn't like the director went out and looked for Jake Gyllenhaal. The thing is, it went the opposite way. Jake Gyllenhaal saw that they were trying to adapt this an American, and he grabbed it and called Antoine up to
Antoine.
say, "Hey, Antoine, hey, do you want to come direct this movie?"
And what I did, you know,
Yeah. We got this movie. It's on that thing with where if you watch it with your opposite sex or same sex partner that you laid every time.
Mhm.
What's it called? Netflix and chill. That's it. That's it.
I'm wondering if there are some people out there. I mean, a lot of people. I haven't seen the original, and I do want to see it, but it makes me wonder if I saw the original, would I still think this one was needed to be made? You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of people are talking shit on it because it's a foreign film, and they remade for in English, for a Western audience that knows English. So I don't know. I haven't seen the original. I plan on going back and watching it. I wonder how different it is. But
I'm down for it. I'll find it.
yeah. So it's on Hulu, by the way. If you want to see it, it's on there. So yeah, if you guys don't like subtitles, go see this. Or you know, if you want to do what we do, we're gonna compare the two, which I feel like we should have done before we did the podcast. I feel like we should watch them both before we did the podcast, but too late. Because we're on the mics right now. But
nothing we can do.
No,
Nothing we can do.
You got some clips on this or your quotes on this?
Of course, there's a couple. I mean, there's not many, to be honest. It was, you know, the conversation between, and I didn't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
I got a wife, an angry woman. She's physically strong. She don't know. I'm just on business. You know what I do when I'm lonely? I watch TV.
Yeah.
I think that's what we do. We all do that. You
Mhm.
do that. I do that.
I do that.
Listen, I'm up my ass in calls. You do your job, and I'll do mine. I've been an asshole, not just today, but all time. No, this is more boring than taking a shit. Not if you're constipated. What the fuck's wrong with you? You're not a victim. You should be fucking executed. You fucking shit magnet. He kept crying because he had snakes in his stomach. Nobody helps. Doctors, officers, lawyers, just no one ever helps. And you know, broken people save broken people. I love that line. That was my favorite line of the movie.
What you were score first in this one? What you scoring this?
I give it a 3.8.
Okay.
I wanted to like it better. I don't know, maybe the standalone just one person movie is not my thing. Because what other one did we just recently watch? Wasn't a big fan of.
Dude, we watched
Pilot.
Okay, yeah, pilot, yeah.
The pilot, I don't know what the name of it was, but it was Jordan.
It was the name of the number of the flight, like 4500 or something like that.
Flight 55 or something like
Yeah,
that, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wish, because he acted his ass off, and don't get me wrong, he did. If I saw this as a play, if I saw this as a one-man show, you know, where voices are out in the background, maybe I got more into it. But I was just having issues being in it. But Jake Gyllenhaal's acting in this was fucking phenomenal. And the dialogue moved the movie across very well.
100%.
I wanted a little bit more, I guess, from a major movie.
Okay. You gave it a 3.8 still? That's still a pretty good score.
Yeah.
Okay, well, mine's like a 3.7, 3.8. It's, I mean, it's not bad. It did, I mean, and but here's the problem though. I had someone ask me what movies we did this week yesterday, and I couldn't fucking remember it. I was like, what movie did we watch?
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. They came to me in a little bit, but I was like, yeah, oh fuck yeah, I did watch that. And that's the problem with it. It was
forgettable.
Yeah, forgettable. But it's not bad, and you know, Jake Gyllenhaal acts his ass off. But you know, it's good. But again, it didn't knock my socks off. It was fine.
It knocked my socks off in your face.
So, do you want to? Right now we're gonna guess the Rotten Tomatoes score. Should guess the audience score for Rotten Tomatoes for The Guilty.
71.
47. Yeah.
Oh wow! I was gonna go low. I didn't. I was trying to be.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to be nice.
Yeah. Okay. So now the Big Bang Critics score.
Man. 62.
69.
Oh,
yeah.
I was close on that one.
Gross consensus is The Guilty is another Americanized remake overshadowed by the original, but its premise is still sturdy enough to support a tense, well-acted thriller. So why do you think the critics went higher than the audience in this one? You had to guess.
Because it's artsy.
Is it artsy though? Do you think
I
that
mean, it's one man in a room by himself. I mean, there's people in the room, but
you think because it was such limited storytelling that the audience wasn't keen on that they had to pay attention, they couldn't look at their phone while they're watching this movie?
I don't
had
know,
something
man.
to do with it?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe in a theater this could have pulled more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know, man. But
especially what all came out this past week. You know, it's kind of hard to go against that stuff.
And you mean for studios to do? I'm not talking, but you know, audiences, I guess. So that's a guilty. If you wanna, I gotta pee. I didn't do that before the podcast. So
hurry up, man. Go pee pee. Go pee pee.
All right.
Chris is going pee pee. Chris is going pee pee. Chris is going pee pee. Well, I look up the news. Yeah. He's going to pee in your mouth. Yeah. He's not gonna like that through editing. You know, there's one time he was naked sleeping, and I came to his house and I went to wake him up like 2:00 in the morning. But then his wife, no, I got to cover him with a blanket. I was like, man, it'd been better if I just went and laid in bed with him. But, you know, to each its own. To each its own. Thing too. I totally agree with you. Off. Rough. It was a very happy girl. Know what she likes. She was a very good girl. Dun 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 dun. Rough. Dun 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 dun. Mary Mo. She's a vegetarian. Mary Mo. This is and Don't Suck. It's some of them news. So I'm gonna read news stories Chris is going to get excited, maybe strip naked and rub himself down in oil.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. Here's the biggest news story. Let's just get this done and over with.
Okay.
TV and film stage worker union overwhelmingly authorizes historic strike.
Okay,
the TV and Film Stage Workers Union and International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, also known as IATSE, authorizes historical strike with over 98% approval. Basically, a new bargaining is 98.6 yes votes. There's representing over 150,000 people across the entertainment industry. These workers are the below the line workers. It includes everybody from electricians to costumiers to makeup artists to FX to script supervisors and beyond. Negotiations have been under the way, who are responsible for negotiating all industry, wild, guild, and stuff. Now, you're gonna ask the one question, and I'm looking. Basically, unsafe and harmful working hours, unlivable wages for the lowest paid craft, constant failure to provide reasonable rest breaks between work days and on weekends. Workers on certain new media, streaming project less, and even on production with budgets that rival or exceed those of traditional released blockbusters.
Okay, so
that's what they're fighting for.
That's what the strike's on. So, yeah. I guess filmmakers go ahead and get those ununionized workers if you want to get your shit made, or give the people that aren't union the shit that they need. You know? Yeah, that's how I feel.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. I mean, because if they go on strike, dude, no movies.
Right.
You know? That's just
I want to see movies. I want to see movies.
Talking about movies I want to see, I sent you this trailer. The trailer was released today for the new Resident Evil reboot. What did you think, Chris?
I didn't watch it yet.
There's a reason I send you these things.
I know, man, but I've been working most of the day.
I don't care. You could have had to take a poop at some time.
I did watch the other thing you sent me.
The John Cena thing,
yeah.
the funny little thing. Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's not even that. That was just for fun.
Okay.
The first one was actually all right. So Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City trailer was dropped today, and wow, man, wow, talking about looking like the actual game this time.
Oh, the thing that people asked for the first time, and then we got a movie that had nothing to do.
Milla Jovovich is an awesome action actress. It's been in tons of awesome acting movies.
Milla Jovovich's fine, but the problem is she works with Paul W.S. Anderson, not Paul Thomas Anderson, Paul W.S. Anderson, and all the movies he makes are kind of flame piles of dog shit. But a lot of people really like those Resident Evil movies. I'm not one of them. But I have hopes that they will make one that is true to the game.
Oh my god, it's so true. It's so true, dude. You need to watch it. Like literally, they're going around, they're investigating. There's a part where they're opening up like boxes and they find like a shotgun. They find bullets. You know, like video game, dude.
So here's the thing. Like, I'm also a lot of people like let them doesn't follow the comic book or something like that. You know, and most of the time they're the concerns are valid, but a lot of times you're like, okay, they're the writer or director took specific liberties, but they still have the skeleton of what needs to be there. The Resident Evil movies had fucking almost nothing to do with the games at all.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So let's see some. I want to see some zombies, dude. I want to see some zombies. I want to see. I want to see the shit we saw in the game.
They got it. I think they got the idea. They got the idea down right now.
Okay, all right.
Talking about things that people were really pissed over. Scarlett Johansson got her money. She got her money.
How much? Did they disclose how much?
$40 million on top of the $20 million that she was already paid.
It's a pretty good payday, man. That's a
Plus,
pretty good payday.
plus she's already souping up the movie of the Tower movie that
Tower
she's
2.
filming. Yeah, that she's about to start filming with him.
Wait,
So
is it? Oh,
something-
that's a Disney ride, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are they gonna make every fucking ride a movie now?
Yes. I told you this already. They have 20. They got 20 ideas.
So
Plus
I bet Space Mountain has something coming up. I bet there's a
I'm
Space
sure.
Mountain.
Why not? Tomorrowland's
Eddie
already
Murphy's gonna be in it.
Tomorrowland has already been out. Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Cruise, Haunted Moon's getting the remake, which will be out soon. What was the other ones? I know there's other ones. I'm missing.
Isn't there Aria Haunted Mansion? Isn't there one that's like that was in?
Yeah, but it sucked. Yeah, but it sucked. So they're like, hey, where can we do that? So yeah, she got her money. Stephen King's Salem's Lot movie cast adds a Quiet Place actor, the little boy in the original Quiet Place that had a little loud shuttle, then got eaten by the big monster. Remember him?
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
now going to be the little boy in Salem's Lot.
I really like the book. I mean, also, I mean, I'm
Kate Woodward, by the way, is his name.
Do you remember? Okay, so Stephen King, he has this thing, or at least TV has this thing where they do Stephen King movies are always a little bit cheesy, a little bit kind of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so you know, we saw Pet Cemetery from what year and a half ago, right? 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Sometime, and we thought it was okay, right? But but I don't know. I will keep my opinions about it till I see more development on Salem's Lot.
Hey man, some movies just need to be remade.
But I do think that they do remake Salem's Lot. I think that the time period is important. I think if they remake it, it should take place in the time period the book takes place in. That's just my thoughts on it.
Let's talk about movies that will probably never be remade, and that is called cult classics.
Yeah. Well,
do you like cult classic movies?
Of course I do.
All right. Well, guess what? They're getting their own streaming service. It's called Kino. Now, this service will start as of, I think it's October 19th, if I'm reading it
Okay. A week away. Well, a little over a week away. Yeah.
So, so what it needs to do, let me make sure. I'm trying to find the.
Do they have a roster of movies that
I
will
read
be on there?
Oh, dude,
Okay.
I read some of them earlier. I'm just trying to find the right timeline.
Okay.
But the library will feature films like Annie Lily, Armored, A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night, Dog Tooth, classics like Metropolicy from 1927, 70s and 80s, occult, hard-boiled horror films, golden age exploitation films like Reefer Madness is going to be there. Highlights that specific director highlights, which I knew you would like, like Jesus Franco and Mario Bava. Now, this will be available on all service devices.
Roku.
It's called Kino Lorber. So it's KINOLORBER, and you can Roku and Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all these. You can add it to any of those. They have a vast. This is from KinoCult's owner and visionary, Kino Lorber CEO Lorber, who says, with their vast library built over 40 years and a key partner levels in many genres specialties, an enormous potential to hyper-serve genre audiences, the most passionate of all film lovers, with a selection of both new and rare films that you cannot find literally anywhere else in the HD world. You don't need to live in a big city with a great reputed theater to access this kind of cool, awesome cult gems. They are now available free to the push of the button.
Wait, they're free?
Yeah, it's free. You just go download it. It's free.
Holy shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ain't that awesome?
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, well, I'm just searching, but you're saying this is free. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's free. You can add it to any of your shit.
All right, well,
Now-
I'm excited.
Now let's see if I can make you cry.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Netflix and Howard University has now created the $4 million Chadwick Boseman scholarship.
Okay, 500.
Chadwick
How much?
Boseman.
I know you. I know
Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman is. How much is
Yeah.
the weekend?
$5.4 million.
Nice. Okay.
So every year, a student will be chosen by a committee of Chadwick Boseman's family.
Mm-hmm.
Two will get their all 4 years of college paid for at Howard University, the university where Chadwick Boseman got his fine arts degree.
Okay. Cool.
Isn't that amazing?
That's awesome.
I was like, when I read that, I was just like, oh, that's amazing.
We're all miss Chadwick. We all miss him.
Oh man, he's the best. And it didn't help that today I watched The Liar Did.
Oh yeah.
Which was What If, the Marvel animated series.
Yeah.
He voiced all the Black Panther parts before he passed away.
It's child parts. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's funny. All right. Let's go back to something weird and crazy. Almost like crazy, like you tell someone you're falling in love.
Yeah.
And you're like jumping on a couch, telling them how much in love you are. Like you're jumping on a couch, and then you tell people that,
that's normal, dude. That's normal. Everyone does that.
Then you tell people that prescription pills are actually there to brainwash you to be part of. Do you know who I'm talking about yet?
Yeah, you're talking about Tom Cruise.
All right, Tom Cruise wants to be the first man to ever film in space.
Yeah, sure. He doesn't.
Do you remember me telling you this?
Yeah. From like a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Russia says, fuck you, Tom. We already doing it.
Oh, Russia.
So Russia has already got filmmakers up in space making a movie, film space, all in space, just to beat America again in another space race.
Wait, again? They didn't win the first time.
Yeah, they did. They're the first ones to have satellites in space.
But we're the first one to the moon, dude.
Yeah, whoopee. Yeah, you got a little bit than we did.
Way further, but there's a show on Apple TV called From the Earth to the Moon where it postulates what the Russians had made it first.
Does it show the photographers that made the moon filmage and the actors?
Come on.
I'm kidding. My name's Neil. Come on. I'm literally named after Neil Armstrong. No, I'm not. I'm named after my grandfather.
Well,
Do you know who Jason Blum is?
Blumhouse.
Good job. All right. He has already read the script for the new Exorcist reboot, and he says this is probably going to be the scariest movie that Blumhouse has ever put out.
Do they need to remake it though?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What are your thoughts on it? I mean, like, be honest. Like, there's
times I've said, no, why the fuck are you making that? Fuck you for remaking that. And then something like Dune comes out, Well,
we haven't seen Dune yet, man. We haven't seen Dune yet.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've seen enough of it because I've only seen the trailer 942 times at this fucking junk in my life. I mean,
I have an answer. Every time I see the trailer, I get fucking super excited. I saw on Monday when I went to go see Venom, or Tuesday when I was Venom, I was with my wife and I was like, my knees were moving. I was like, I pointed at him, like, yes, we need to see that because I'm so excited for June. Dude. It's still a couple weeks away.
And anybody else that says that Dune copies Star Wars, Dune the book was written in 1965 or 64.
I read it, dude. I read that book.
Yeah, and Star Wars was until 1976. So,
how many people were saying it's copies it? How many people were saying copies?
I don't know. It's a big thing on internet.
But think about it, dude. Think about like
Matt and Megan Trainor has her and her husband toilets next to her.
That's weird for sure.
Yeah,
that's definitely weird.
Right?
I want to mention that me and my wife, we installed a $200 bidet attachment. Our toilet in the hall bath is like a Japanese toilet, dude. It's amazing.
Oh, you got a new one now?
Yeah. It's warm seats, warmed water. It's got all kinds of gadgetry on it, man. It's
I'm
awesome.
driving up to your house to poop.
You have the cleanest butthole on the planet, dude.
Nice.
You don't need those wipes anymore, man. You just need to see that water spraying your beehole, and you just need to dry it off with the toilet paper.
All right.
Fine.
One of your favorite movies of all times is
Yeah.
getting not just the remake, but it's having a continuous movie as well. Coming out this winter. What happened when people leave their animals home alone? Yes, Pups Alone, featuring Jennifer Love Hewitt and Danny. Try. I can't even say it anywhere. Pups Alone. It is a movie that is based on Home Alone.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait,
Instead,
remake. This is fucking.
It's based off of the dogs, and the voices are Jerry O'Connell, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Rob Schneider, Dolph Lundgren, Tyler, Isidore Swan, Nicholas Tudajo, Eric Roberts, and Keith David, Malcolm McDowell, and Danny Trejo. I'm done.
I don't know how to feel about it. I don't even know how to feel about that.
Here's the synopsis. One of your favorite things, the synopsis.
Okay.
Get ready for a hilarious K9 holiday hijinks while everyone is away on a company ski trip. A jealous inventor hires two thieves to break into his coworker's house and steal his top secret new creation. But they're no match for mischievous pack of neighborhood pups who set up tricks and traps to protect the home and save Christmas.
I can guarantee I'm probably not going to see that movie.
I 100% knew you were going to say that. But I love every moment of talking about stuff like that for you. All right. No, I'm got three more things. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Keely's confirmed R-rated Berserker movie is happening at Netflix. The writer of the Batman Berserker, if you don't know, is a comic book. Basically, the character's it's an R-rated extravaganza based on kind of Keanu Reeves character. Like if you saw the picture of this fucking comic book, you'd be like, that's Keanu Reeves. And so that's cool. Another badass movie with Keanu Reeves. James Gunn is developing a secret DC project.
What do you hope it is?
And that's it. I don't know. But he said after Galaxy, the Guardians 3 has another PJ. After he's doing more Peacemaker stuff.
Yeah, you saw him. They're doing a TV series on HBO.
You know what it should be? You know what it should be? It should be King Shark. It should be King Shark. It should be Shark. I'm just kidding.
All right.
All right. Nope. Two more. Are you ready for this one?
Okay.
Keira Knightley is coming back into the acting role. She's going to star in a Ridley Scott produced movie based on the case of the Boston Strangler.
The Strangler?
The Boston Strangler. Yeah.
Okay.
And last but not least, returning this Halloween season, one of the greatest hosts for everything horror movies in the entire world. You know her as the hostess with the mostest, with the chests that just are bigger than bigger every time you see them.
Oh, ours like 70, right?
Yes, but she doesn't look it. Dr. Elvira is to prescribe horror movies all month long on Netflix. Now, what it is, it's called Netflix and Chills. And every Sunday, she's going to host another movie, or another movie will be released with Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, all month long. And she'll be, introducing the movies. And
so
just
has it started yet? It says on Netflix, right?
No. First Sunday of the month. So that will be this Sunday coming up.
Okay. I thought the first Sunday was... Oh, you're probably right. No, yeah, you're right. The first Sunday was the third.
Maybe she did. Maybe she did.
Okay.
How old is this article? Let's look at that first. Okay, so it must have started this past week, and I'm sorry.
So search Netflix and she'll show you a horror film. I'm actually
it's called
looking forward to
Netflix
seeing
and Chills Meet Dr. Elvira.
I'm excited.
And it looks awesome. I love Elvira. She can be 105, and I'm gonna love everything about her because she's awesome. And that's news in the last movie because this is gonna take up a lot of time, and I didn't realize it. That is the movie. That was second subject. My name's Neil, and I read stuff to Chris so he can be happy in the morning and think dirty thoughts when he lays down in bed.
Yeah, he's right. So what's the second
Are you
movie we're
ready?
talking about? No, I guess so.
Mhm.
We're talking about
Venom. Let there be carnage.
directed by Andy Serkis. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is interesting because he's mostly an actor. He's directed not much before he did the movie called Breathe. He did Mowgli Legend of the Jungle back in 2018, which I think was like the sequel to the Jungle Book.
But the thing is, he also helped with a lot of the creative aspects of CGI work, of everything from Gollum, from Lord of the Rings to Caesar, from Planet of the Apes. He was King Kong. I mean, and working on both sides of that. I mean, that guy, especially in like this, where two of your main characters are all CG. You know.
This stars Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock.
Prison was honestly
Brilliant!
We also have Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy or Carnage.
You'll never understand, Wayne. You and me, we're not even the same species.
Right? And then it also stars Michelle Williams as Anne Weying.
You fucking asshole.
There we go. And then sorry, we got
That
Emily
was
Harris.
great.
We got Emily Harris. It's Francie Barrison.
Don't lie to me, boy.
Francis Barrison.
Don't lie to me, boy. I'm your mama. That bitch over there ain't no Kenya. I'm your blood, remember?
Yeah. So also stars Reed Scott as Dr. Dan Lewis. It's Scroobius Pip is in this. I fucking did not know that.
Who?
Scroobius Pip. He's a musician.
Yeah.
Oh. And so why don't you read the storyline of this one, bud?
And Little Sims too. Little Sims, who actually has had a #1 hit this past year, called Venom, which wasn't based on the character at all. It's just the name of the song.
Do you think they called her up after that? Yeah, you want to be in the actual movie?
Yeah, they did. That's 100% what happened.
Okay.
I watched probably about 3 more hours on this after the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, storyline. Of course. Here's the storyline. I'll read the storyline to you.
Get to it.
Read a fucking comic. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. No, okay. Eddie Brock struggles to adjust to his new life as a host of the alien symbiote Venom, which grants him superhuman abilities in order to be a lethal vigilante. Brock attempts to reignite his career by interviewing serial killer Cletus Cassidy, who becomes the host of the symbiote Carnage and escapes prison after a failed execution.
So I'm gonna give me 30 seconds where I'm just gonna say something. You can't interrupt me, okay? All right. So I love Tom Hardy. You're interrupting me right now with that. I love Tom Hardy. He's a great actor. But I hate about half this movie. And I'm going to tell you why. I cannot stand the Tom Hardy Venom interaction. Can't stand it. A lot of people love that about it. To me, I couldn't get on board with it, and it just irritated me. I don't understand why. I really have no good reason, but I did not find Venom funny. I did not find Tom Hardy funny. And that part in the kineticism of Andy Serkis, the first 10 minutes of this movie to me seemed like I was watching a fucking trailer for something, not a fucking movie. And so the parts I didn't hate were the action sequences, even though those are mostly CGI. I could have gone online and watched the fucking cartoon if I wanted to see that though. I really, this movie's what it's just over 90 minutes, like 80 minutes long, 88 minutes long. And I'm sorry, out of 37. And I really feel like they made this movie so they could have the end credit scene, which is going to be a big deal later on. We'll talk about it in the spoiler section. But I I don't think they gave Carnage justice, and I don't think. But again, if you like the first one, you're gonna love this movie. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one, and I'm not gonna give this like a STD, but to me, this wasn't. I didn't like half this movie, so that's okay. Now you can gush about it all you want.
It's probably the best work with CGI that we've seen in the last 20 years of film animation, just because Andy Serkis knew what he was doing. He made the Venom so he didn't look like a slickery oil slick like he did in the first one. Added more emotion to the face, more drama to the face. There, in certain points to me, I feel like the Eddie Brock Venom storyline was very much revamped because of Tom Eddy and Andy Serkis, who came in there and they both know how to live with dual personalities, since they've both won awards for their dual personality roles in other films, aka Legends, aka Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Now, I can understand if you never read a Venom comic book in your entire life, especially the Lethal Protector series that the Venom movies are based off of, which that's what it is. It's not Venom from Spider-Man after the Secret War where that origins came from. It is based off of the Lethal Protector series, which is Venom in San Francisco, which they make dabs at, if you hear of other heroes that are in San Francisco. Oh, you can only do that if you're an ant, was one line, if I remember correctly.
Gotcha.
And they're in San Francisco, where Ant-Man is. Yeah. Did you catch that one? Did you? Did you?
No,
Did you put
I
all
did
that?
not.
Did you put two and two together there?
No.
But this is what I'm going to say to your retrospect of what you said. I believe that notion on everything in the entire comic book world, in the comic book movie world. They never really do 100% justice. And so when I go into a comic book movie based off of a really well-known comic book franchise or a comic book line, especially one like Maximum Carnage, where they literally... Do you know why they wrote the comic book Maximum Carnage?
Tell me, educate me.
So they can make a Super Nintendo game.
I did play that game, I think.
Yeah. The ending scene of the Maximum Carnage game is the ending scene of this movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, I think in this movie, Andy's the CGI looked great.
I agree. The CGI looked great, but that's all it was, though.
But well, it has to be. How are you going to make Venom real?
Yeah, I got you.
How are you going to make a body suit that moves constantly real without CGI? Go back and watch Spawn and tell me how much better this looks.
Okay, yeah, okay. I mean, like I said, I like the action sequences; those were interesting.
Yeah. But I will have to agree with you. There are certain parts of this movie that I was like, oh, they could have done that a little bit better. Now, there's additives to this movie that I can't really talk about, but
we will talk about it.
We'll talk about it here in a minute. It's basically, I'm going to say, to the Carnage character, there's additives that they added that I understand why they made those decisions, because of the way things were introduced in the comic books was something over time. And here they're like, hey, we got to do this in less than 2 hours. This is the story we're going to go with on it. And there are parts of it that are very true form to the comics. There are parts to it that are true to the video game. And
I really thought this was uneven in pacing. The pacing was fucked up in this movie. The editing was fucked up, I thought.
And I could agree with that. The thing was a little off, but to be honest, the interaction between Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson alone just made me want to clean my jeans every time I saw it. The big fight scene between Venom and Carnage at the end, I was just, I mean, I was in love with that part.
You'll have to explain to me something more off my on the next segment because there's something I didn't quite get. There's something open-ended. You'll help me with
That's
that,
understandable. Believe me, I got like, you know how many pages I write on Easter eggs on this stuff.
Right?
But 100%. Was it the best? No. Is it probably one of the best comic book movies that Sony has ever made? I'd say at least in the top 4. And this is my answer to this too. I guess it's the best way to say this without, I know we're being very mysterious. And the thing is, I don't want to spoil it too much. In the spoiler section, we're going to get really into it here. But this was Spider-Man 2. It was.
Yeah.
And I don't mean it like this is exactly Spider-Man, but in Spider-Man 2, you have Peter Parker, who doesn't want to be Spider-Man anymore. People are getting hurt of him being Spider-Man. It makes him not want to be Spider-Man anymore. Take that, make that Venom.
Yeah.
And that's literally what this film was. But the thing is, in Spider-Man, when he threw the suit in the trash can, it doesn't go somewhere and it gets to someone else and become another superhero.
Right.
You know, like he throws the thing that doesn't mean nothing. He just threw away some clothes. He's still the superhero. Eddie Brock is not a superhero without Venom.
I want to mention that the Joel Edgerton. I thought he was in this. I think it was Detective Morgan the whole time. Some other guy, not Joel Edgerton.
Yeah. There's been like 2 or 3 movies in the last couple months where my brain has thought it was completely someone else, like than who the person was that was. But all right, let's read some quotes. We'll give our points on this, and then we'll go into the spoiler section.
Yeah, because
where I'll answer all the questions that you have and give you some more information. Maybe I'll give you more of an instinct. Maybe I like it a little bit better. Maybe. I'm just saying. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. You know how hard it is to read my writing when I write it.
Yeah,
dark, right?
sure, gotcha.
Oh, did I tell you I almost got in a fight with a whole roll of this movie too?
No, tell me about that.
There's some teenagers that were like in the top back row.
Yeah.
I was an IMAX middle row, middle seat, you know. And there's only like maybe it was like at 10 o'clock at night. Like I went after I worked all day. And like literally I'm in there and these people they're like running back and forth and I look back several times and they don't do anything. And there's other people in the theater, but they're just like, let's leave them alone. You know, like you can tell they're annoyed too. And finally I just stood up. It's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you guys sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up so the rest of us can enjoy this fucking movie? Thank you. Nice.
Yeah.
And I sat back. And then they got like, and I was like, I didn't even turn around. They didn't say anything for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, they didn't want to fight. They didn't want to fight you. There you go, dude.
But all right, so here we go. Quotes. Your old boyfriend is getting what he deserves. Oh, you are a bottom feedful. People love serial killers. All my secrets and so much carnage. He's
do you think
serial killer.
Do you think they used that because he was a serial killer?
Yeah,
Natural
he
Born
was
Killers?
a serial
Okay.
killer.
Okay.
No, he was a serial killer. Cletus Cassidy is a serial killer.
I mean, do you think they cast Woody Harrelson because of that?
No, I don't know, but you know,
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
Okay.
But that's a smart idea. He's a serial killer. I don't think he likes anyone. One more head goes missing, and we will be locked up in Area 51. Don't worry. Bye-bye, Grandma, you old puckered speak. Lions do not eat salad. There's me. There is a me. Not a. I can't that one. You are. You are cancer to everyone you ever loved, Eddie. Sorry, let me fix. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me fix it. So I can break it again. I love that line. That was good. Look at all these weirdos. Who said romance is dead? You know what secrets want? They want out. That's why they're so hard to keep. I can't read that one either. I was in a dark theater and I was seeing great people.
Okay.
You never asked why. That's just bad journalism, Eddie. Together we are the lethal protector. And then let there be carnage. And then, of course, the best one in the entire movie, fuck I.
All right, so my score, because you went first last time, my score on this is like a 3.1, 3 point. It's
Oh,
like
wow, you sad.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much. I didn't like the first one much either. So, what's your score on this?
3.9.
Okay, I do want to mention that when it comes to comparing this to any Marvel movie, this comparing it, like fucking not even close, not even close.
But comparing it to any superhero movie.
Okay, all right. Did somebody do X-Men?
Yeah.
Did they do X-Men? Okay.
No. Like, I mean, the first two were good.
I mean, did they do X-Men? Because Dark Phoenix was a piece of dog shit.
yeah. That was all. That 20th Century Fox Sony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you? We're on Rotten Tomatoes right now. Why don't you guess the audience score on this one?
78.
85.
85.
With tons of action, fun, fight scenes, and plenty of comedy, Venom Let There Be Carnage gives fans everything they'll be looking for, plus a can't-miss post-credits surprise. That's what the answer is. And the post-credits thing is that's why you see this movie, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay. A critic score. What do you think critics give it?
-12.
60%. 60.
Yeah.
Sequel aimed squarely at fans of the original's odd couple chemistry. Venom Let There Be Carnage eagerly embraces the franchise's sillier side.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, I like it.
So, you're a fan. You're a fan of this. You're a fan of the original, and I wasn't really. So, but if you guys are wanting not to hear spoilers, we're gonna say stop listening now. We'll give you a score.
Stop listening now, because I'm gonna bust this thing open like a virgin on prom night.
Next week we're talking about No Time to Die and Addams Family 2, right?
No Time to Die and Addams Family 2, or the other one. What's the other one? Oh no, that's it. The Addams Family 2 and No Time to Die. And definitely No Time to Die. I can't wait to talk some James Bond.
The week after that'll be Dune and The French Dispatch. I'm so happy.
Oh my gosh.
Dude,
so much good movies coming out.
Yeah.
So if you don't want a spoiler on anything Venom, please hang up right now. It's fine. We love you. Have a good time. We're going to start talking spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fucking Spider-Man. About fucking time.
You were waiting for that the whole time. You were waiting for these 2 movies, right?
Oh my God.
So he's going to be...
I didn't see spoilers on this. I really 100% try to go spoiler. And the fact that
they're going to be in the next one, right? They're going to be in the next movie, or they got to be, right?
He's already in the new movie. He's in No Way Home. Venom's in No Way Home.
Tom Hardy's in No Way. Yeah, it's got.
Yeah. That's as much as I know. I don't know what it's about or where he's at. I mean, but seriously, holy shit!
What?
The night came in for the night. Venom is now at $129 million.
It's a lot of movie. It's a lot of money, man. They did good.
Yeah, because Shang-Chi is not even. Shang-Chi's at 200.
Well, I don't think you disagree with me on that. Shang-Chi's
a
better
again,
movie than
you
this.
froze up for a second. What?
I was saying Shang-Chi's a better movie than this.
But anyway, so So, all right. So, what is your question? I want to hear your question before I
So
jump into
when
my
Francis, so what you quote unquote killed the detective, his eyes glue they went blue. What does that mean?
toxin.
Is he gonna be is he gonna show up later or
Toxin.
So okay, that's the name of his character, Toxin.
It's the name of a character symbiote that gets Venom and Carnage at one point, where Carnage and Venom teams up to go kill him. Which I'm guessing Carnage is not coming back because they did the thing like at the end of the symbiote. Because for a while they just like went crazy with the symbiotes. There was their names I can't even remember all the names, but there's a time in the that they did insane with the symbiotes. Like give me 2 seconds and I'll find all their names. I'm waiting for it to load up. But let's see. There is I know I can't remember all of them. But the thing I wasn't I understand why they did it. But it was kind of a little weird was the backstory of Cassidy.
Okay.
Like with him and Shrek. Or
Okay.
Shriek. I'm sorry, Shriek.
I was like, what?
Shriek, I'm sorry. Shriek was like a patient at the mental hospital or in Maximum Carnage comic book. And they go to lethal in Cassie like they do in this movie, right?
Uh-huh.
And that's when it just re-releases Carnage. Like Carnage has already been released before.
Yeah.
He just murders the entire hospital. He literally slaughters patients and guards. The entire hospital. Floor by floor. And he finds her and she's just like sitting there in a what are those jackets?
Straight jacket.
Straight jacket. Yeah. In a room, padded room, and they're like, and she has like a diamond over her eye, which is that's why they did that thing with her eye. And she's like, "Hey, what are you doing out there?" And he's like, "What are you?" And she's just like, "I like killing too. Let's fucking kill together." And that was like it. That's it. In the comic books, that was it. It wasn't they knew since birth or whatever. So that part I didn't really like.
So did you I want to know what your you had no clue that was gonna happen in the end, right? The post-credit scene took you by surprise, correct?
No, and let's just be honest. We all know what that was caused by, right?
Yeah, but you know it would happen in this movie. They tied together this.
No.
So you were like,
I was fucking surprised. I said, "Holy fuck, Spider-Man!" At the time it happened in the theater with the people I just yelled at about loud. But yeah. So like the adoption home. What? Oh, dude, come on, really? We're almost at the end. We're almost there, bro. Chris left me. Now I'm all by myself. I'm gonna kill myself unless he comes back quickly. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just pick up where you left off.
Okay. So yeah. I didn't really like the whole relationship thing there.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I did find some of the names: Venom, Carnage, Toxin, Anti-Venom, Null, Drace, Scream, Lasher, Plague, Agony, Riot, Hybrid. Like
God,
literally,
so many.
Yeah, there's so many at a time. And the top 3, or the top 4, I should say, is Venom, Carnage, Toxin, and Anti-Venom. Yeah, and Toxin is a piece of Carnage that gets into Detective Mulligan, which it even says right there. Let's see, what else do they have in there? Ravencroft, where they had Shriek in the in that area. That is basically like Marvel's Arkham Asylum.
Because when they said they were taking her somewhere, I'm like, they taking her to Professor X's like school.
Yeah, right. No. So that Ravencroft is like, even it had its own added on comic book series at point, just like Arkham has.
Yeah.
So that is a very known thing in Marvel universe. There's a comic book called Carnage Unleashed, which he kidnaps the Doctor the same way, or he kills the Doctor the same way he kills in that. If you notice, everybody was reading the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
And it's the same Daily Bugle symbol from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
So I know there's a multiverse happening in the next Spider-Man movie. Everyone knows that. Is it?
Yeah.
Do you think Venom's from a different type of multiverse? Or do you think he's in the same one that the Peter Parker's in, the one that we know?
I don't fucking know, because you can't. Even they're all reading from Sam Raimi. That means was also Topher Grace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused by it all, but I'm sure it'll all
come
work
together. Yeah.
We already talked about Toxin and Detective Mulligan. I kept on saying Lethal Protector because the name of the comic that Venom had since 1994 on was Venom Lethal Protector.
Okay.
Was the name of the comic. That's the name of the comic book series. So that's why they kept on. Yeah, I want to be the Lethal Protector.
Yeah.
They kept saying that.
Yeah, gotcha.
On the cell wall of Cassidy was thus stringly and our soul's construction, and by slight ligaments and we bound to prosperity and ruin. That is a phrase actually from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? That's cool shit.
Yeah.
On the wall of the police station, while they were reading the Daily Bugle, on the wall behind him, the mugshot was of Eric Larson, who is designer and drawer of the 1990s Venom and Spider-Man comic books. Isn't that cool?
That's
cool.
nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
And
then here's the other cameo that you missed, maybe, when Eddie and Venom, I guess, with him, walked into the bodega, and they're talking to Mrs. Lee. Venom really quick pushes back a magazine.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Did you see who was on this magazine?
Isn't it old boy Stanley?
It was the boy Stanley. Yes. If you notice in the apartment, there was painkillers like literally everywhere.
Yeah.
There's because Eddie Brock is always in pain from Venom.
Oh yeah, that's right. That would be painful for me too.
And then when
to have to deal with that all the time.
Yeah, it sucks. And then when he got the post, Venom asked, "Are you friends with an ant?" Because they're in San Francisco, the same place as
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. In the comic books, they had it the same way in the movie. Cletus kills his grandmother by pushing her down the stairs and throwing a hairdryer into the bathtub to kill his mom.
Oh yeah.
So that's the same. That's the same. They kept that very, very true. The difference between him biting him and getting blood on him, and that's how he becomes Carnage. That's not what happened in the original. Yeah, in the comic books, Eddie Brock no longer had Venom, never had the symbiote anymore, and went to somebody else. And he was sharing a jail cell with Cletus, And then the Venom symbiote was like didn't like the host that he was in anymore. So he's like, I gotta go find Eddie, and basically goes across the city and finds Eddie, breaks him out, and there's parts of the symbiote left behind, which then.
Yeah,
but it's still the whole father relationship is still a thing.
Okay.
Venom's planet is not Ming Mong, like Eddie said. You know, you're from the planet Ming Mong or whatever.
Yeah.
It's actually called Clientor.
Okay.
Oh, this is an interesting fact about the movie. Tom Hardy went to the studio and recorded all the Venom dialogue first.
Yeah,
and then the whole movie, he had an earbud in
to respond to it.
so
Right?
he could respond to it back and forth.
That's pretty cool.
Some Cletus at one point, death scene says something wicked this way comes. That's a line from Macbeth.
Yeah.
Now let's see. This is a question I'm going to ask you. All right, because this is 1980s movie trivia time. Eddie Brock was wearing a Detroit Lions jacket and a Mumford Academy shirt the entire movie. What movie did he copy that from?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll give you a hint.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, 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 dun.
I know the tune, but what is it? Oh, tell me.
That is the same exact outfit that Eddie Murphy wears in Beverly Hills Cop.
That's right. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Like I said earlier, the rapper Little Slims, she has a hit named Venom, which was from a year ago, and that's why they got her for the movie. The church that they fought in at the end was like the last scene, the last level of Maximum Carnage, the video game. Eating Carnage at the end, like he does, like when he eats Carnage, not just Classity's head, but he actually eats. That was from the comics as well. At when they wanted to kill off Carnage for a while, which they did. The newspaper, when the guy was reading it and about Cletus, one of the turns says Avengers lost to Nightmare. And Nightmare, that's an actual thing that happens in the comic books, was there's this character named Nightmare that took over the Avengers for a while because he brainwashed them.
Is it gonna happen? I mean, is that?
Yeah, it was just in the newspaper. The guy was reading this, one of the pages. Somebody caught it.
Wow, crazy!
It was like that's nuts. That's insane. And
it makes me think that they're from a different universe than the one that Tom Holland's in.
You know what? After watching the What If, it's all balls go. I mean, the What If series made it very clear that there's multiple verses and there's multiple this, multiple that. The one thing I'm going to say about this movie is like, I understand some of the changes, but some of them was just kind of stupid.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the actress that got to play Shriek.
Yeah,
she played the queen, and she Frances Williams, or Naomi Harris. I'm sorry, Naomi Harris, because she also played in like the Pirates of the Caribbean as the Voodoo Queen, and
she was cute as the Voodoo Queen.
Yeah, and I 100% get it and everything like that. I don't know. There's something about this movie that I liked it, but at the same time, like I think I'm just over because this is, be honest, Maximum Carnage comic books. I still have them to this day, dude. It was one of my favorite things to read.
Yeah, it was a baller
comic book, dude. I literally had it underneath my bathroom sink, and I would read it constantly, dude. Like I did bathroom reading before cell phones, you know. Like I read the Maximum Carnage books so many times over and over, and And you know what? To be honest, I know what it's missing. Now that I think about it, I'm thinking about it too hard. And now let's go back and just relax for a second. Take a sip of this frosty beverage.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and tell me what's missing.
Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's just Spider-Man.
I mean, literally, how can you have Venom and Carnage without Spider-Man at this point?
Yeah, well, they're finally getting there.
I mean, I know they're finally getting there because they finally got the rights.
Yeah.
But we could do something about this shit.
Yeah, when's the next one come out? December?
Yeah, I think like Christmas.
Oh yeah. You're excited.
Spider-Man does everything a spider can. Touches himself with all 8 legs. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not the song.
That's not the song. No.
December 17th.
You're excited, right? I mean, you're gonna be there, right?
Naked. Hopefully.
All right. Okay,
but naked to go.
All right. Well, are we good?
I don't know why.
Are we good?
I guess we're good. Yeah, I mean, I don't have many more spoilers than that because it's basically based off of one comic book and a video game. I mean, I can sit here all day long about things about Venom. I can tell you about his mother and what she did to him as a small child.
Yeah.
You know, but
right.
I mean, I feel like that is the gist of it. I think in some areas I do agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people like this movie, and I'm not shitting on it for it, but it just didn't do it for me. It wasn't my type of movie. I was, by the way, I was much harsher on Tuesday, so I had a day to cool down on this. So, but
why?
I don't know.
Why don't you like symbiotes? Why don't you like things that make you use your imagination?
Imagination. Visit online, moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter, NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram, NTS Podcast. We have Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We don't get paid for this. Not saying you have to pay us, but hey, it'd be nice. And then we also Bonfire. We have shirts and stuff and other things. You can go to bonfire.com and search your name, Movies Don't Suck, and something to do. You'll find all our stuff. We're on. If you're watching us on YouTube and subscribe, and watch us on Facebook. Go and like that page, and if you're watching on Twitch, I guess you subscribe for that too, right? Is that how that works?
Sure.
Okay. And then you watch it. We're on all streaming platforms. Where you find podcasts, you can find Movies Don't Suck and something to do. What do we do for small businesses?
If you're a small business, call us up at any time to post you right here on this lovely podcast. I got a couple coming up that some people that have already hit me up. You can hit me up here at any one of our, Facebook. Message me on info@moviesdon'tsuck.com or .net. And then Movies Don't Suck podcast at Gmail. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Works.
And hit me up. I'll be more than happy to advertise if you see me on the street or if you're trying to touch me in my no places. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever works. All right. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's get out of here. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Gil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, anytime you're hanging out with your friends and you feel guilty about something, just kick them in the balls and say they got the venom now. Have a good night.